Today we're going to talk about consequences, helping children learn from their mistakes. If the root of discipline is to teach, we must view the concept of consequences with learning as the ultimate outcome. Mistakes are opportunities to learn responsibility. Remember, the only person I can make change is myself. So children must learn to identify the source of their own upset so they can learn to act appropriately. Also remember that behavior is a call for love. We've all made mistakes. What matters most is what we have learned from these experiences. The way we are treated by ourselves and others makes a difference in whether mistakes motivate reflection, growth, and change, or weigh us down with regret, shame, and stagnation. Have you ever noticed when getting onto a student or group of students, you are repeating the same admonition over and over again? Does that admonition charge the children with reflection and positive change, or does it often start a battle to the top of that rung of the ladder? I challenge you to become aware of ways you react to misbehavior and ask the question, how's that working out for me? If you're repeating the same things over and over again expecting different results, it may be time to find a better way. Dr. Becky Bailey states, mistake is the term I use to define conflict situations. When we make poor choices, we create conflict for ourselves and others. Traditionally, classroom conflicts have been viewed as bad. They interrupt the teaching process and therefore are believed to ultimately destroy learning. When viewing mistakes made by children as bad, the teacher locates the bad guy and punishes him in an attempt to make him feel bad for his choices in the hope that he or she will make better choices in the future. Most of us have not truly embraced the concept that mistakes are opportunities for learning. Consider this. What type of learning have you found to be most effective in other domains of the curriculum? My guess is you could narrow down any and all terms you just thought of to one word: experiential learning. Particularly in early childhood, we know that lecture is a meaningless form of teaching. To learn to count, a child must see with their eyes and touch with their hands. They need to see what they are hearing the teacher say. Why then do we so often revert to a lecture format when trying to teach behavioral expectations? Your intention when administering consequences will determine their effectiveness. What determines whether we change or repeat our mistakes? The answer is in our intentions. When we impose consequences on ourselves in a punitive or permissive state of mind, we block our ability to reflect. These intentions cut short the learning process and initiate blame. Blaming blocks future change from improvement because it focuses on finding fault rather than finding solutions. Consequences can be delivered by teachers with the following three intentions. One is to punish. The goal is to make children feel guilty, wrong, or bad about their behavior, and as we saw in previous lessons, ultimately feel that way about themselves. The second is to save. The goal is to save children from intense feelings of discomfort. When we stop and protect children from some experiences, they do not learn how to act appropriately when no one else is there to save them. And three is to teach. The goal here is to help children feel, reflect, and be responsible for their own choices. Consequences delivered with empathy allow children the opportunity to learn how to be responsible for their own choices. During our December 2nd training, we will look at 3 different types of consequences and recommend ways to teach children through each of them. I look forward to seeing you on December 2nd.